You guys just you keep coming around. I just keep hearing about you guys.
And I might need to tell Ryan to cut that up a little bit and just put it in my audio for my phone.
First of all, I love the game. I had a passion to play the game, not only football, but I love the game of golf. And what it lends to a person and the friendships you develop on the golf course.
It's been a pleasure being on the drop. I wish you guys all the best down the road.
As someone like you have that golf itch like a lot of us do.
I keep track of you, and you are moving. You are on the move.
So listen, I'm a big New Jersey golf guy. You're very kind, Mike, and you too, Ryan. It's a pleasure to be on just a couple of Jersey boys here talking about something we love. All the best. I really enjoyed it.
This is the Drop Podcast where we talk golfing in the Garden State. I'm Mike Poro, and this is Ryan Coulott.
What's up, Drop Pod people? Welcome back. It is episode 134. Mike and I are here. It's the beginning of May, almost May. You know, the posting season's been going on for just about a month now. The weather's starting to turn. It's really starting to feel like we're in the throes of golf season. As you know, Mike was on. Mike played in the 4-ball qualifier, which we'll get into at some point today. But yeah, we're full bore golf season here. So let's Mike, let's jump into a little schedule here and go from there. Yeah,
Works for me.
Yesterday, Monday, April 28th, Mike went down to play Ballamore. He's talked quite a bit about Ballamore, how much he likes the course, how good the people are to us, and unfortunately, I don't get down there enough, Mike, and I do want to make a concerted effort to get down there again this year. But, you know, it's a little further away from me, but I was glad you got to go. That was yesterday, the 28th, Mike versus Ballamore Golf Club. Today, episode 134, right? You can check us out on YouTube. Mike, wave to the camera. We're here, YouTube, you subscribe, like, rate, review, all those things that we always push. Please, we cannot tell you how important that is for us that you guys do that. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the 30th, I was down, kind of continuing a little bit of spring break. I got to play a few times down there, and I got to play Caledonia Golf and Fish Club. Caledonia, I've been saying for years, is on my Mount Rushmore of golf courses outside New Jersey. I got to play it maybe 10 years ago, and I just fell in love with it. I love the optics of it. It's got like a little river with a little marsh there, the Spanish moss. It's got a whole lot of nature. I absolutely love it there. And I got to play it. You know, we got to play not Tidewater. That was last week's. I got to play True Blue last year when I was down there, and we were supposed to kind of do a True Blue Caledonia. You know, they're right across the street from each other. Didn't get to play Caledonia, so I had to push it off to this year. But I took on the vaunted 18th hole, par 4, only 383. But man, the challenges there are a lot, and you're going to see it in the video on Wednesday, tomorrow. So. And then, Mike, you're going to get to play there later this year, correct?
Yep, got a little summer trip booked already.
Nice. So yeah, you're going to get to experience that firsthand as well. So we'll talk more about that as we get into it. But Thursday, our interview is with Rod McRae, who is the president of New Jersey Golf. Rod is the spearhead behind the new branding that's happened with New Jersey Golf. Again, it's the former New Jersey State Golf Association. Rod was nice enough to come on. It was his first ever podcast, which was really cool to kind of talk him through what to do and whatnot. But yeah, it was awesome having him on and hear, you know, kind of some inside, not breaking news or inside information or anything like that, but kind of hear the inner workings of what's going on at the state level for New Jersey Golf. And then Friday, Mike, we're gonna stay at Ballamore, and you did a 3 with me. You played holes 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to give away anything, even though people have seen your Ballamore Mike verse, but you play 3, 4, 5, and we got that coming out Friday. Your 3 with me, kind of giving a little bit of the course and kind of what it looks like and all that stuff. So that's a great video to have. And then, Mike, I'm actually going to throw a change up to you right now. I know on the sheet you have a 3 with me from Caledonia, but I'm going a little bigger this week. We have a Caledonia video coming out
Wow.
Yeah.
You're switching their info sheet mid-read live. This doesn't happen too often, folks.
No, you gotta stay on your toes here.
Yeah,
Sunday,
I try to set the schedule. I try to keep things organized, and then you throw the change up, and I get caught looking.
so I mean, we got to talk about this. It was one thing did forget to bring up with you pre-show here, but I am gonna have a little Caledonia video here that's kind of throughout the round, kind of talk about some things, show some things. I wanted to kind of show off the course more than a 3 with me would, because I do like it so much, and I was able to have a videographer out there. We got a lot of footage and a lot of pictures and things. So I thought the video would be better, kind of like we did with Canoe Brook, like we did with Hamilton Farm. So that's going to be coming out on Sunday this week. So keep an eye out for that. It's a YouTube vehicle. So we're going to be, that's what it's going to be. So we're going to have to talk about how to do those 3 holes at Caledonia. We might push the 3 with me. They might be separate Ryan verses that we'll keep in the till, but you and I could talk off camera more about that. But yeah, a little curveball here live for the show.
Yeah, wasn't really expecting that.
So that's our review preview of the week.
Today's episode is brought to you by All County Exteriors, your go-to for roofing, siding, windows, doors, and all things exterior home remodeling. As a third-generation family-owned company with over 40 years of experience, All County has earned the reputation for top-quality craftsmanship and service, far outlasting the industry standard. Whether it's a small repair or a full home upgrade, they serve both homeowners and builders across New Jersey. They're deeply rooted in the community, proudly supporting Make-A-Wish, St. Jude's, Roofs for Troops, and parents of autistic children. Thinking about a project? Now's the time. Get an instant 20% off for a limited time. Call 732-370-2780 or email them info@allcountyonline.com to schedule your free, no obligation consultation. That's 732-370-2780. All County Exteriors, quality you can trust. All right, let me hit you real quick with the fast facts. I'm going to be rather quick here. Unfortunately, John Pack did miss the cut with his partner at the Zurich Classic. Max did make the cut. Chris and his partner did make the cut, playing very good golf. Obviously, we're recording a little earlier before the finish, but if, again, as I've said, I'm probably repeat that you're bored and tired of me saying, if they went nuclear, you probably heard from me by now. But it's always nice to cash a check for Max and Chris, and hopefully Chris can continue to get his, ground his feet a little bit so he can start making some more cuts and earning some more cash. Now, as we head to the CG Cup for the PGA Tour, John Pack is in the field. Chris is in the field. Max is taking the week off, but Scotty Scheffler's also in the field. So it's not just a regular event on the tour when you got, Scotty himself out there teeing it up back-to-back weeks.
You got some hitters there.
Yeah. He likes his state of Texas, let's just say.
Well, you could say it'd be close to home, but he still might be 7 hours away from his home.
Yeah,
So.
understatement. Then there on the Corn Ferry Tour, they had a rain delay. So it's kind of like throws our recording and did the guy make the cut, missed the cut type deal. But as we're recording, Ryan is hovering around the cut line and James is unfortunately behind the cut line. So hopefully Ryan can continue untaping his mouth, making cuts, cashing checks. Again, that's what's important. But as we look ahead, both Ryan and James are in the field with our anointed new follower of the podcast, Neil Shipley. He's also in the field. So our guys are all playing golf this week. Hopefully things continue to progress in a positive manner, but that is the fast facts for this week.
Mike, I do want to ask you, we haven't had an update from him in quite some time. And I do just want to ask you, any word from Morgan?
No, it's funny. I've sent some texts. I've sent some DMs. Unfortunately, just haven't been able to kind of, break through. And he hasn't been playing golf. I can tell you that.
No,
He's
that
not playing on the Corn Ferry Tour. He's not playing on the minor league tour in terms of
okay.
trying to like maybe get his game going. He might have gone all in on his Costa Rica, his endeavor down there. So,
Yeah.
Nothing.
But no
Nothing to
official, like
report.
he didn't report like, hey, I'm taking time off from golf and I'm just going to focus on here. Yeah, no, I honestly, I was listening to our podcast and listened to you go through and I go, we haven't talked about Morgan in quite some time. So figured I'd ask you if you had any updates from him.
Yeah, nothing there. I get nothing to report there.
Okay.
So that kind of puts a little bow right there on the fast facts.
All
Might have been
right.
a sprint.
All right, Mike. You are excited about this week's topic. I am
Yeah.
too. This is a big one. So why don't you start with the introduction here of what we're going to be pushing pretty hard for.
Yeah, so this is, listen, I think another thing that you and I have been fortunate to be able to do is connect with like-minded people that are all about golfing in the Garden State. How can we find ways to promote all the good going on? And a great ally in this whole endeavor has been Kemper Sports. And Chris Flegger has kind of opened up the door for us to kind of navigate our way to meet different people. But we've been asked to kind of help them in promoting the Tour of the Turnpike. Now, what a great name.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of tie that in with golfing in the Garden State, the Turnpike. It's all right there. And this is a nice little incentive, a way to earn some rewards while playing quality golf courses right here in New Jersey. So this program runs from April 15th. So it's live as we speak through October 31st. Every course that you play that is managed by Kemper Sports here in New Jersey earns you a reward. Now, who doesn't like to get something while getting to also play something? I think it's a great little caveat there.
For sure it is.
So what you need to do to begin this process, okay? And I know that's kind of at times a little confusing, okay? Because it's a golf loyalty program designed for players right here at home. And you earn rewards by playing any of their participating courses. Now, Kemper Sports manages 8 different golf courses here in New Jersey: Ashbrook, Heron Glen, Galloping Hill, Rock Spring, Shady Rest, Skyway, Flanders Valley, and Berkshire Valley. Those are the 8 that participate here in the Tour of the Turnpike. Now, the thing is, first and foremost, you need to download the Flex Rewards app. Okay. Simple. I actually did it myself to see how easy it is. Now, I am phone savvy and I'm able to do certain things. So for us, that may not be, it may take us a little longer. But I simply went in there, went in the app, typed in Flex Rewards, popped up. And then from there, you're able to book direct tee times through the app on the participating courses. And every time you do it, you unlock a special award: sleeve of Titleist Pro V1s, a free golf cart, a Tour of the Turnpike logo Titleist hat, pair of FootJoy golf shoes. Now, the catch is you got to play 6 of the 8 courses, though. But I'll say this: every one of those courses are courses that you and I talk very highly of. Frankly, when you think about it, we've played Heron Glen already. We'll be at Rock Spring tomorrow, April 30th. If you're in the area, Ryan and I will be up there. Then Galloping Hill has been a spot that we've been to and we will be at again. So we have 3 spots right off the bat without even thinking anything. Oh, and you want to throw Skyway? We're 4 out of 6 that we need to unlock these rewards. So I will say this: it seems...
Are they retroactive? Can we go back in?
I don't think that's the case, but obviously, as you play these courses, you're unlocking not only the opportunity to go play, but now you're also going to be given something. So to me, it's like, if I'm going to go play these courses, why would I not do this?
Mike, I think that's a great point. And I'm looking at the rewards here. It's enter to win is the first thing, but you're given a sleeve of golf balls after your second time. Then, enter to win. Then you're given something. Then it's a earned, like you get something, you get something. So you play 6 times. 2 of the times are an enter to win, right? It's a little bit bigger of a prize, but you got the opportunity. The other 4 times you're playing golf anyway. You might as well jump in and get something for it, right? A hat, new pair of golf shoes, golf. Like who doesn't want golf balls, right? You're looking at some things here just for playing golf. That why not? Why not jump in and take the prize?
Listen, with your 3rd stamp, okay, so think of it. You and I would have already had 4 if we did it the right way, okay?
Yeah.
We would earn an entry to win a foursome at the Village Club of Sands Point. Again, who doesn't want to go on a golf trip?
Right.
Everybody likes to enter giveaways. Let me throw my hat in the ring and let me see, because who knows? If my name gets pulled, let's go play. I can bring 3 of my buddies to come play with me. So to me, like, this
Are you bringing
is just,
me? Can I come with you if you win?
yeah, you know what I do? I would bring you. I'd bring my dad and my brother, and this way you could get to experience
There we
the Puro
go.
foursome. You know,
Okay.
yeah,
I love that.
I know that's a match made in heaven for you.
I'll tell you
I
what,
just hope your skin is thick that day.
If I win, I'll bring you, your dad, and Matt.
And the nice thing about it, you know, I don't know if anybody knows anything about that golf course, but it's a private golf club. So we all know at times the private courses are a little more, you know, at times better maintained. So it's just an experience there that you're just not going to get anywhere else. So I say that, and you have time. It's not like, oh, I got to get all these done right this second. It's an ongoing thing. So maybe 1 month I'm going to set aside, I'm going to go take a ride to Heron Glen. Next month, I'm going to go up to Berkshire Valley. The catch is you've got to just make sure that you're booking it through the app. You've got to do that through the app so that your stamps get marked accordingly. That's a big caveat with this whole thing. You can't do it, to your earlier point, the retroactive thing. Hey, listen, hand up, I played it, doesn't count. Okay. So be smart about making sure that you get your thing stamped, because listen, just like as a kid, I want to get the book stamped when I go to this spot to say I visited. It's the same catch here. Are you looking for the perfect place to tee it up this season? Or just looking for a great spot for casual comfort food? Or the most picturesque backdrop for the wedding of your dreams? Then you need to visit Galloping Hill Golf Course in Kenilworth, New Jersey. Galloping Hill has 18 holes of championship level golf open all year round. They also offer a top 50 in the country learning center that also includes the swing suite at Galloping Hill for those bad weather days during the season, in addition to a 9-hole course that is ranked in the top 10 of short courses in the entire country. Galloping Hill is more than just golf. The Hill Tavern Bar and Grill is a gastro pub with seasonal food and beer options updated regularly with amazing views of the course. Hosting over 150 golf outings and over 400 social events per year, their catering team wins awards each year from the Knot and Wedding Wire. Schedule a tour for your special event at the clubhouse at gallopinghill.com. To top it all off, Galloping Hill will be hosting the New Jersey Men's Public Links Championship for the record 12th time. It's all happening this year at Galloping Hill.
Mike, I'm looking up a little bit on the Village Club here as we're talking about it. And for those that don't know, it's on Long Island, North Shore, a little bit past Great Neck, Whitestone. You got to go out. I'm not saying it's so far out, but I would bet that it's even with Bethpage, maybe, as far as like where it is. Kind of Bethpage being in the center. I'd have to look here. Here's Eisenhower. Yeah, Farmingdale. Yeah, it's kind of in that like same vertical alignment there of where, maybe a little bit closer to the city. But yeah, I for those that were wondering kind of where it is, this place looks incredible. It looks like an absolutely beautiful place. Got views of the New York City skyline. I don't know how you could not want to get involved in something like that. So get your stamps. Enter to win, get your prizes. Again, no brainer. If you're going to play these places, why not? And Mike, you and I have talked about this before. People are a lot of the DMs that we've gotten, a lot of things that we've talked about, people want to explore different places. They get kind of tired of playing the same old course every single time. And these places are spread out a little bit. You might have to drive, Heron Glen for you was hour 40 maybe. It was a lot more north than uh north and west. So for someone down south, but that might be the furthest one, right? Then you go play Skyway. Then you go play. You have a variety that you're looking to play. Go play. Go experience something new. We've talked about it. We've had people that want it. Here's your opportunity. So I don't want to hear anymore. Oh, I get to play the same munis all the time. We're giving you an option. Here you go. Download the app. Go get it. And I know this sounds like a big commercial for it, but we're just sharing a great experience and opportunity here for you.
And not only to your point of an opportunity, but now I'm giving you something too.
Mhm.
You're getting something. I'm not just going to sit here and harp on like, hey, listen, go play Rock Spring because it's the best golf course we have, or go play Galloping Hill because there are people over there just unbelievable. Like, no, I'm saying not only do you get to go play and experience a great golf course, but you know what? These guys are also willing to give you something. I mean, frankly, after your 6th round at booking at one of these 8 courses, FootJoy golf shoes. Now, don't tell me you
Don't
don't
tell me you don't need golf shoes.
you don't need golf shoes? Come on. You get to go directly and order them right away. So to me, these are things like it's a no-brainer. These are great people doing a great thing. What an unbelievable catchy name, Tour the Turnpike. Fits perfectly with you and I and talking golfing in the Garden State. Like it's kind of like a match made in heaven.
For sure it is. Do you get anything if you play all 8 of the places, Mike?
Great question. Great question. I'm going through my notes here. I don't have anything if you go 8 for 8. I don't, but I guess I could always circle back for you and get you the answer there.
Is it 18 holes at Skyway? Or you just got to play 9?
Just got to play 9.
So guys, there you go again. Like you can go do a 27 hole day with Skyway and anything else that's up there. Go hit Skyway and then head up to up a little bit. Go hit
Rock Spring.
Rock Spring. Thank you. Right? Easy 27 hole day. If you're worried about like, oh, I got to do all that drive, there you go. There's 27 and you're banging 2 out in one day.
Listen, it's a great initiative. I think Kemper Sports has kind of knocked it out of the park when you're talking Tour of the Turnpike, their golf courses, their facilities. Obviously, we all know that they manage their courses extremely well. They put people first that you and I have got to experience firsthand. So again, listen, it's a great opportunity for anybody here in New Jersey to go experience, to win some things. And hell, maybe you are that person that wins that foursome. Ryan and I will just put our hands up and say, hey, listen, don't forget who sent you there.
Yeah, we're here for you. We're here we're here for all your golfing needs. You want to listen to something on your way to the round? You need 2 people to fill out a foursome. Anything in between, we're here for you.
So listen, just don't forget, go download Flex Rewards app today, create your account, book your tee times, start winning awards now.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great one, Mike. Really is good stuff there all around. And those people at Kemper, Mike, I mean, I don't know how often we could say this, but like I talked last week about our relationship with Tidewater and how generous the people down there are, from the people working in the pro shop to you drop your bag off, to the social media people, to the pros there. Like everybody there is great. That's a Kemper Sports property. So Kemper has been very good to us, but I also think that just kind of shows the type of people that they're keeping in their, that they're hiring. They're hiring great people. They're great people that are doing great things, that want to grow the game of golf, and just trying to, again, here's another initiative that like, hey, let's push golf courses in New Jersey. It's awesome.
The New Jersey Golf Foundation, the charitable arm of the New Jersey PGA section, is committed to positively impacting lives and communities through the game of golf. With a focus on 3 core pillars: youth, military, and special needs, and led by PGA of America golf professionals, the New Jersey Golf Foundation hosts a dynamic lineup of annual programs for all levels and abilities and a series of special events to support programming. Signature youth programs include golf in schools and PGA Junior League, while military programming is highlighted by PGA Hope, helping our patriots everywhere, a weekly rehabilitative golf program that is saving the lives of military veterans. The foundation is also a strong advocate for inclusion through its support of Special Olympics New Jersey Golf and L's for Autism. To support programs and special events, please visit njgolffoundation.org or call 732-465-1212. That's njgolffoundation.org or 732-465-1212.
Mike, I think I need to intro this one because
go for it.
I need to grill you a little bit on your experience here at the four ball. Now, if you don't know by now, then you probably aren't following us on socials. But Mike went down to Little Mill with his partner Austin, and they qualified for the New Jersey four ball. Mike, I can't remember. I know you had to qualify because your finishing position last year didn't get you there, but the year before it did, right? You didn't have to qualify last year.
No, we're 3 for 3 in qualifying. Last year we didn't make it to match play.
Okay. So, that's right. That was yeah. So, you went down Little Mill where episode 7, we went down, met with Troy, got to play there, had an awesome time and got to experience the course. It's a really hard course. I've said it before, that handicap is going to travel. And obviously we know someone like Troy is there who's at such a high level of golf that he plays. You know that it's a difficult track. So how was that experience? Congratulations on qualifying. Again, if that's a spoiler for you, you're not following us on socials, then that's on you. But Mike and Austin qualified. You shot 2 under for the tournament, which gets you in, qualifies you for the four ball at North Jersey Country Club, a small unknown club, I would say. That's that we've been to many times. We don't need to continue to beat that horse, but I absolutely love it there. I know that you're going to do. You guys are going to play great there. I'm excited to go see you. So tell us a little bit about this experience. How was Little Mill? What did you remember from it? Did you get to talk to Troy before? Hit us with all of the things from it.
Yeah, so obviously, you know me, I'm not going anywhere without doing my due diligence. So of course I texted Troy multiple times. And I do appreciate him sending over, basically his notes of the golf course, the do's and don'ts. Okay. Now, I'd like to think I'm a pretty good listener.
We should say this right now. Troy, thank you. We know that was an endless barrage of text messages. So thank you for helping our guy out here.
I don't know if I should take that as an insult or what the case is, but
there was a little of that.
So I do like to think I'm a good listener and kind of like took my notes down. I printed them out. They were in my back pocket. So I felt like I was prepared going into the day. And I think my golf game was trending. I was playing okay to where I understand that when you're on a team, you have a role. Everybody has a role in their team. Everybody's either, the guy, you're a role player, you have a job to do. And I understand that my job is to just be the jockey, okay? Is to ride the horse and to contribute when I can, right? Because the horse is very good. He's strong. He finds a way to get it done. And then my job is to kind of just steer the ship a little bit at times. Well, let me tell you this. I didn't tell anybody this story yet, so you're the first to hear it. Okay. Live. I get on the driving range. Feeling good. Actually rolled a few putts ahead of time. Was rolling the putt well. Felt good. Get on the driving range. Take my wedge out. First shot. Cold hard shank.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. Right? Oh boy. Now I'm looking around, making sure nobody saw me. Right? Oh my God, this is not a good sign. First shot. Dart it. Okay. Yep. So now I'm not feeling good at all. Now mentally, I'm already a head case as it is. Now
yeah.
we're on level 100.
You went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Quickly. Yeah. So I mustered up the energy to just keep
That
pounding
was a
balls.
Drake reference in case anyone was wondering.
Yeah, that went way over my head. But anyway, that happened. I proceeded to continue to hit golf balls. Thankfully, they weren't solid, but they didn't flare to the right, as I like to say, because I don't really care to say the word. They were some solid, some not. Whatever the case is, got off the range as quickly as I possibly could, went over to chip and putt a little bit, got on the first tee. Probably never been as nervous as my life now, because first hole, if you remember on the red course, I believe it is, it's a dog leg left, hard dog leg left, not very long, about 380 yards. But you can't hit driver because you drive it through the fairway. Fits
That
up
was
perfectly for my draw.
yeah, that was the one that I thought, hey, we're gonna have. Well, you and I played Troy on the red course, right? And
Yes.
I remember thinking, hey, we're gonna be able to get it around. You and I are playing a scramble. We're gonna be able to beat this guy, and he drained a 35 footer for birdie, and you and I couldn't get up and down for par. So yeah, I do remember that.
So on the first tee, I have no clue where this ball's going, right? No clue. I'm like, here we go. Like, this is going to be just an embarrassing day. I'm out there. I got the podcast bag. I got people saying hello. I got Dan, one of the officials, who's talking still to me about the Jim Nance interview that we did back at Hamilton Farm a couple of years ago. Loving life. But now I got to hit a tee shot. I think I swung with my eyes closed, and thankfully it ended up with a nice draw in the middle of the fairway. I'll tell you
I'm telling you, sun rising, sun setting, taxes, and Mike Poro's draw.
I'll tell you this. I managed my way around the golf course as best as I could. I didn't play particularly well, and I drove it like a champ, but I hit my irons like a chump. It was just bad golf in that respect for me. I got to the point where on the back nine, I shanked another one on the back nine after hitting a perfect drive. I made 3 doubles in a row. All of Troy's notes said, don't go long, don't go long. Mike Pora, where'd he go? He went long. I did muster up the energy to kind of scramble my way to like an even par, last 6 holes. I made a birdie and a bogey that kind of, helped the cause a little bit. But Austin was a rock. He was a horse. He was a stallion. And he found a way to get us through to North Jersey on May 12th. But I'll say this about Little Mill. You want to talk about an old school golf course that kept the tree line, that kept the narrow fairways, that kept the hard rolling greens. Like, that place kicks it old school. Where I know the modern golf is, let's remove the trees, let's open up the sun, let's help the irrigation. I understand all that. This place kicked it old school. And it was kind of like a refresher that, hey, listen, the onus to hit fairways is extremely important. And I think my score, I kept an honest score, was an 81. And I know there was times when keeping score, like when you're playing best ball, people can put an X so you don't get to see what they shot. But I felt like I owed it to everybody that, hey, listen, I need to put a score down because people are probably curious about what I'm going to shoot. And I could take the easy way out and say X. I could leave it blank and people be like, oh, I guess, no big deal. He must have made a bogey or whatever the case is. So I told Austin before the round, I'm going to keep score and I'm going to put the scores in because I wanted to be honest and truthful and as transparent as I could with my score because I think you and I take pride in that. So when I made 3 doubles in a row to start the back nine, I think everybody was kind of surprised that I put that high of a score in there because it was like, well, you could just leave it blank. You don't need to put it in there. But I was like, I'm a man of the people. I'm gonna put what I get honestly down. And I'll tell you this, had I not hit as many fairways as I did, I probably would have shot 90. The iron play, atrocious. Driving the ball was like old school Fred Funk, fairways on a rope, on a line, irons, long and left. Irons, shanked right. Irons, long and just poor recipe for success. But as the old adage goes, it just takes one.
Yeah, it does. And you know how good Austin is. And I said this before, Mike, that I think that you are the jockey riding the horse. We know where your team's bread is buttered. But I don't want you to underestimate the amount of times that you roll a putt in and it frees him up, or it allows him to free his mind even. Hey, I know that Mike's on the green, right? I can get aggressive to this stick, right? Or I know that Mike's, he's long, but we got a par here. So let me be aggressive. I don't think that while there might be times where you go long and left, Austin's okay, I got to take this and I got to hit the green. But I do also think he thrives under that pressure too. So I think no matter which way you cut it, you're helping regardless, because he's okay, I got to focus and dial in. And it might be conservative, but I have to hit the green here, and I got a 2-putt. If you get up and down, great. Now I can be aggressive on the putt, right? But you have a great yin and yang there, to where you might be the jockey, but he's reacting to what you do. And if you put it on the green, he's going to get aggressive. Or if you go long and left, he's okay. I got to hit the center, and I gotta take it. We're gonna take a par here, right? We can't give one back, but we might, accidentally get one with us. So, yeah.
Listen, I'll say this:
you guys have that yin and yang.
Yeah, I'll say this. I know there were 3 holes specifically that it was like me, right? Like that my ball count. And I know people may laugh. Well, you're telling me he did, 15 others. Yes, that's kind of what I'm telling you. I mean, was I in for par before him? Sure, but that's irrelevant because he was making par too. I think there was 3 holes where like I kind of really, it was my ball, whether I got up and down out of the bunker on 5 to save par for us there. I did make birdie on 14 where I hit 2 really good shots for a guy like me. I think and made birdie there. And then I did carve one out of the trees, kind of Mike Poro-esque around the tree, a nice little hook, 2-putt it from 45 feet, made a good 8-footer because lag putting is not a strength of mine, but I did make the 8-footer to kind of give us a par there. So I do know like those 3 holes I was there. I do wish that I was better at when he did make a bogey that I was able to make the par.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a scramble session all day for me. He found a way to piece the puzzle together. But listen, that's what good players do, and that's what the greats do. And I think he's definitely one of those guys in New Jersey that is simply can do magical things. And being along for the ride is, I can't wait to May 12th. I know I've said to him many times, like, listen, I'm going to make sure that I do everything in my powers to be ready to go, because nothing I would love more to get back to match play at a spot that you and I both know very well, at a spot that he says he loves. So it is one of those things that, like, maybe for a couple days the stars align and we can dabble back a little bit into the Mike Pora archives to really spice something up and make a magical run here.
Love it. Yeah, Mike, I'm really happy for you guys. I really am. I will say this. You guys finished 2 under, correct?
Yes.
You birdied 14?
I birdied 14.
So that's 1 under. So Austin really only went 1 under. So you guys were even on the amount of times you went under. So I think that's an even split. You might say your hole only counted 3 times. I would say 50-50 split. Both of you went 1 under when you needed to. So good on you. Congratulations. Maybe Austin's maybe it's a shared duty between who's the jockey and who's the horse there.
No, I think it's well understood. I think everybody knows that. And I know some people, I know some people have a hard time maybe admitting what their role is at times. Like, hey, listen, I have no problem being brutally honest. I know I can be very blunt at times with how I say it, but I know that when I go to events like this, I talk to people there like, oh, how you playing? But ultimately, I know my role. And if I can do my role and do my job, I know I'm only going to help the cause.
Mm-hmm.
So I know some people may say like, oh, it's not 50-50. He's way better than you. Yes, I acknowledge that. And yes, I acknowledge it. It might be a little bit of a, he's helping a friend out or doing a favor, but
community service. If he's getting, someone who's on AARP getting there.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to help your senior citizens out. So I mean, hand up at times. But it was fun. It was nice to, talk to some people there, some followers of ours that, have listened to the podcast. Hey, I enjoy what's going on, the interactions with different guys there. So it's always nice when, the bag is out there. It says the Drop Podcast. And when you put the brand on the bag, expectations come with it.
Mhm.
And it's nice just to be able to be a normal human being and not this like, podcaster that talks about like a normal person is able to have a normal conversations in a competitive environment like that.
For sure. Uh, it is cool to see, Mike. To your point, we can kind of wrap this up. But I know you said that you had talked to some people. Hey, I follow the podcast, love everything you're doing. And we do really like that when you guys come up and say that. It is sometimes funny how people come up to us. We're just two normal dudes. You don't need to like. We're not popular. Don't come up to us and like be giddy. Come say hi. I love talking to people. But it was I also not in a similar experience, but I got to meet two people who listened to the show that didn't that are listeners and kind of got to connect with them. So it was really cool to spend some time. They're like, "Oh, Ryan from the Drop." Yeah, we just chatted and yeah, it was cool. I'm glad that they listen and they listened before and then, we got to play around in golf. So it was fun to see. So that is cool. So the last, kind of put a bow on this. If you guys are out there and see us, come say hi. We love chatting with you. Love hearing what's going on. So,
And we'll be at Rock Spring tomorrow,
yeah,
April 30th, teeing it high and letting it fly.
come say hi. And then, where Mike will be May 12th. Did you get your tee time yet? Did that come out?
No, because qualifiers, they have 2 more qualifiers to kind of wrap up.
Okay.
As you'll hear on Thursday with Rod saying, that this tournament alone is like their single biggest one in terms of entries. So they have 2 more qualifiers to go, and then tee times will come out. Again, fingers crossed it's an afternoon tee time for us.
Yeah. Well, good on you. Really happy for you. Good job, Austin. Way to play. And hopefully we'll see you up there. Mike, you got anything else for this week?
No, I hope people continue to take advantage of this unbelievable weather we have going on right now. And
For sure.
listen, I do want to say this and put this out there to the world. Our DMs and our emails are open. And I love hearing about people's experiences at different spots. It just drives a narrative for Ryan and I to go visit, to go experience, and go feature on the podcast as well. So just throwing this caveat out there that if anybody's out there and they find another hidden gem in New Jersey that we may not talk about, please send it our way.
Yeah, absolutely. We do. Words are tough. We do. It was, it does kind of be like, oh, okay. I didn't realize that spot. Maybe we should get out there. So on that note, stay tuned for our interview Thursday with Rod McRae, president of New Jersey Golf. Till then, cheers.